world sneaks up on you when you travel. With everything that's new.
He sends in another cross. Jordan, are you at the end of the box? Whipping a strong shot. But for Mali's coach, Thompson T, he don't complain about pitch. The ground is the ground. Yes, the ground is the ground. So he's not here to complain about the pitch no good. Pitch no good.
He's one of the most experienced managers on the African soil. In fact, he's managed a couple of national teams, Namibia, the Malawi, and recently we saw his run from 2018 to 2024, what he did with Gambia, qualifying them for the first time, and of course, making it to the quarterfinal stage. The following AFCON 2023, he was there with them, and again, now he has already qualified Mali to the AFCON as well. So he's earned that experience on the continent of Africa. He's seen it all. He's seen everything, the goods and the bads. So he's not now, nothing is new to him to have even complained about.
Another free kick for Mali. Around the right-hand side of the Ghanaian defense. Mali. And can Ghana go on the break? But the Malians have too much energy. But there is Kudus Mohamed. He's showing why he plays for Tottenham Hotspur. Ghana going on a break. I can see Gideon Mensah sprinting for it. Partey finds Gideon Mensah. He sends it back to Thomas Partey. And we've been dispossessed. And the counter-attack has been stopped.
This international break for Gideon Mensah. Yes, in fact, he had a very bad game against Chad. Yeah. A very, very bad game against Chad. Made a very bad game against Chad. And look at him today. He has not been. This is a player playing a fullback, a modern day fullback.
And Marians are going forward. They're whipping the ball and trust Alexander Jiku to clear his lines with perfection. Even though he's played only 80 minutes for Fenerbahce in the ongoing season, and that was in the preseason, he's always shown that in the national team, he's the new rock of Gibraltar, because that interception was timely, and probably we would have been singing at the wrong side of our mouth if he had missed that particular ball.
In fact, he has partnered with Daniel Amate. That partnership went well. They qualified for the World Cup. They played. They couldn't make it to the group. They came back. The AFCON qualifiers. The AFCON proper. In fact, he has also partnered with Mohamed Salisu and coupled with other central defenders we've had. So he's currently the best in our defense, and having missed him in the game against Chad, we considered that goal, and today we are all looking forward to see his experience after coming back into the force.
All right, so that is Krobia and the Malians. Are they in trouble? Jordan is on the ground. Jordan needs medical attention, but our captain is up and running. Jordan Ayew, the third son of the legendary Media you Pelis. But Jonas Ajete will pick it up to Kelly back to Jonas. Jonas will go for a long ball, but the Malians are tall and are fit than Kudus Mohammed. The foul has been taken quickly now. Mali. Salisu gets a yellow card for his tackle on Dumbia. Salisu's tackle, if he gets away with it, then he took one for the team. Mali, comfortable. And there you have Ghanaians sitting at the stadium with their arms folded. They are not singing, they are not clapping. But if it doesn't go well, better won't be on air. Mali, proper team, and there is Mamadou Kamara to Diakite, and again Alexander Nyiku, timely intervention. It would have been a 1v1 for Sinayoko, but trust Alexander Nyiku to be mopping the back. And this is the reason why I believe that sometimes certain defensive accolades needs to be celebrated on the pitch. Yeah. Because this is as good as any save that Benjamin Asari can make in this particular game. Kudus Mohammed back to Kwesisibo. He's not having a bad game at all, but again, his final ball is where the problem is. Over 25,000 people have tuned in live across various social media handles, Facebook, YouTube, X, and on Ghana's #1 digital platform, www.ghanaweb.com. 38 minutes, Benjamin. What are the numbers so far?
The numbers, I mean, there have been a 10. As earlier, it was going in favor of Mali. I think Ghana, we've had our performance in the game. In possession, we've recorded 59% of possession, as against 41% of Mali. Shots, we have 2, and Mali have none at the moment. Corner kicks, we've had 3, and then Mali have none as well. And so, yeah, and then shots off targets, we've had 2. So free kicks, we have 7, as against Mali's 4. And then throw-ins, we've recorded 7 as against Mali's 11. And fouls 4 as Mali's have recorded 7. The numbers are favoring Ghana at the moment. And so going forward, we look that the problem has been penetrating the defense. You know, they are a very solid side when it comes to the defense. So if you're able to penetrate the defense and get a goal, I think that will be able to open up the game and hopefully be able to get more goals. But in terms of the numbers, I think the guys are doing well so far. And if you're able to retain the same level of performance going forward, we are likely to get a goal and hopefully we'll be able to get the ultimate win that we all deserve for.
Hopefully we get to see some goals. By the way, the first 45 minutes is going, it doesn't look like we're going to get a goal. Both teams have been cautious, even though Mali have made their intentions clear. And Partey fires Antoine Semenyo inside the 18-yard box. Semenyo loses his composure, but was still able to find Kelly Renchi. Renchi is always going back. Kelly Renchi always going back, looking for an easy option. Yes.
We need ball progressors, players who carry the ball and then drive through.
and it's like we are lacking these players. It's like the players on the field, even those on the bench, none of them have the ability. Those on the bench who have the ability to dribble and then break passes and then progress with the ball, they progress and then they see the net and then they break and then they pass backwards again.
I think that.
Come out, you dribble and go, no, they are back.
But I think that.
In town, Sibo is the setter.
Yes.
Pate is supposed to do what? Do that driving. Pate is supposed to do that driving. Yes. He looks like protecting some legs or some pictures on his body. Like, Pate, you have to put yourself on the ground. That is what will make you the Pate that we know.
We're hoping to see the Pate that we know. Benjamin Asari, goalkeeper number 1, Brighton in the corner where you are, Accra House of Oak. Goalkeeper stepping into the shoes of the gallant Phobians who came before him. And that is Kwesisibo. Make the ball simple. Kwesisibo might be in trouble. And he's lucky, or he will be lucky, if he doesn't get a yellow card. And that is why the Malians are angry.
They are complaining.
So in a league game for Real Oviedo, you turn 1, the Mallorca player will come this side. You turn 2, Villarreal player will come this side. But in an African qualifier, you turn 3, the players are there 3. Yeah. It's about your sharpness. It's about how you read the game. When you get the ball, you give quick passes. Because right after winning the ball and then dazzling the player and then he came onto your left shoulder, you should have at least leave the ball.
But haven't you seen that the best number 6 in history, they don't, like, they make things simple,
easy.
I'm not talking about the break and pass.
No.
Salis and the guys have been doing.
They can't.
They make that, like,
whenever they get the ball, it's like they've read the game already with their brain. No, if they when he gets the ball, even in the tight spaces, he knows where to lay the pass
the ball and go.
Man, I miss Busquets. Busquets should have been a Ghanaian.
No, look at that thing. It was just super brilliant.
You pass, you go.
And that is Mamadou. Come on.
Your own pitch. Then you come.
He tried to test Benjamin Asari from long range. But Asari handled it. Even though it was not in a way that many of us expected. But the good news is that Asari handled the ball. Because all eyes are on Asari, hoping that he will make just a single mistake. And there is Kudus.
Someone just sent me a message. He said if it was against Liverpool, by now the net will be shaking.
Antoine Semenyo and Mohamed Kudus. That should have been the first goal. The skill from Kudus was good.
Very good.
The 10 from Antoine Semenyo was great. Look at the 10. This ball should have been a corner.
Yeah.
This ball should have been a corner. Because Niakite, look at that. Niakite blocked the ball. It was Mamadou Fofana rather. Fofana blocked the ball. And I don't know why referee Badu locked 0.
Looks like we are having a full stadium ball.
It looks like we're having a full stadium. But I still don't like the atmosphere they are creating.
No electrifying. You're bunched by, the energy, the vibe in the stadium. We are not even getting there.
And let me announce that we'll do 2 minutes of added time. We've already gone past a minute. of additional time. It's still live commentary. That would have been a brilliant goal. Kwesi Sumo. Now the Malians have read the situation.
The Nido Obatampa promo is back again. Yes, here's your chance to win a fully paid family getaway in Nido's Obatampa More promo. Look inside your Nido 23-gram promo sachet for a code. Dial *380*11 hash on your phone's keypad and follow the prompts to win exciting prizes at Dipashimu. Nido, your love, their future. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated on the Caritas Lottery platform. T's and C's apply.
Tell us how too much money no odon wajim. Enti wo swipe akwa hen. Fa wo kwajim.
Dial *500 hash or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Buddy Lonzo ended the first 45 minutes of the game. I wouldn't, or I would have been against the decision if it was Ghana that was supposed to take this free kick, because he should have allowed them to take the free kick.
Yes, the Malian officials, I think, during Sibo's foul, they approached the referee and then tried to lodge complaints about the officiating. I think they feel that most of 50-50 balls go in favor of Ghana. When it gets to their turn, the referee overlook it. I think it's been a very fair officiating in the first half. Hope that if it were to be the opposing side, it would have been
home team there.
Exactly.
50-50 class.
Yes. So it's been a topsy-turvy. We started very poorly, but I think we grew into the game, began to dominate play. Kudus made a very good run, and Semenyo should have buried that ball as Zlatan.
No, but I don't.
In terms of
I don't blame him that much, because it was Fofana who blocked the shot.
Yes, you see, Chad, the two glorious chances that he got, it was the same situation.
Yes,
the shots were blocked.
Yes,
but why is that? Kudus playing for Bournemouth in the Premier League. Yes, Samuel, if you get 3 of these, I'm not sure he will play it in such a way that those balls will be blocked.
No, but let me bring you.
That's what he tried.
Loris, because the control was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Are we not supposed to credit Fofana for his awareness to even put his leg up?
Yes. Even the angle, the tight angle that he chooses to bend the ball at, it was just super. So you cannot blame him that much. This is not a 1v1 situation. He was hugely crowded with men, and he had his way. He bent the ball, and he just couldn't find the back of the net, whether it was blocked or not. But per the referees, the officials, there was nothing like blocked, because it would have resulted into a corner kick. So clearly, we've had a very good game, and as I said prior to the start of the game, a scoreless first half, because of how we set up and reading from the opponent as well. They barely concede, and you having the advantage of playing in front of your supporters. You having the advantage of winning the game per the points build up and the momentum, everything. You have everything in your possession, but if you are going into a game with a defensive mindset, it will be very difficult in the first half. So unless maybe from the second half, the 60th, the 70th minute, then the substitutions will make the difference. So let's see how the second half will pan out for both sides. But I strongly believe that Ghana will still have their way. We have the men on the bench. Yes, we have the men on the bench. And I trust the Bonsus, the Pintels, and the Inakis, and what have you. They will be given the opportunity to come on and also affect the game on a positive note for the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. It has been an interesting and a very good game. We've managed the situation. That is why we still have our say in the game. We've managed the situation so well.
All right, so we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll go into what we saw in the first 45 minutes. At the end, of 45 minutes plus 2, the Black Stars of Ghana couldn't score. Mali, they also couldn't create much in the game, but we'll try and then go to the Accra Sports Stadium to see what is happening. When we come back, we delve more into what is supposed to happen, because Ghanaians are hoping to get to the maximum 3 points. This is Ghana Web's Match Day Live. We'll be back now.
Today's match.
Your expectation for today's match? Your expectation for today's match?
Today's match, all of Ghana people have to play for the team, because we have to qualify this time. These boys, if they want us to be happy, they have to score this match to give us Ghana people's winning bonus. Somebody will go to America, you go to US, you go to Pupuche. So all of Ghana people have to pray for the team so that we'll qualify and we'll qualify and we'll qualify and we'll qualify.
It's 3-0. Black Star will score 3-0. We are prepared to meet Mali today. So I know today match, Black Star will win 3-0. 3 against Mali.
By 3-0. Yeah. Thomas Partey, anytime goal scorer. That's
because of the previous game. I expect the Black Stars to turn up because this is a home game. So I expect them to win either 3-0 or 3-1.
Kuda. Oh. I expect that Ghana will win today's game.
Win 2-1. Definitely, Mali will score a goal. We need to be honest with ourselves. Definitely, we'll win a goal. 2-1. So that's what I'm expecting from Ghana. And then we urge our players to take their own responsibilities, because as you can see, everyone has stopped whatever they are doing, come here to support, because Black Star is our national team. So whether good or bad, we still love them. Thank you.
Our players are losing concentration, especially they are not marking the Malian well. They give a lot of room for Malian players to operate. And that's why it looks as if always the ball is on us. We are not attacking. And another thing too, bringing the ball backward is becoming too much. The ball post is here. So every day I think they need to have their game and work things so that always there should be a bad pressure on the Malian. Because it is the goal that we are looking. You see, we went and lost in Jack. See, so it now put pressure on us.
Good evening, wherever you are. It's on the way from Syria.
But also careful that they shouldn't be. But Mali won his last game, so that has given them. And what Mali, they told us they've come here to watch Lagos. So I think the coach has to do something.
And the skill of Kunis on the right-hand side, absolutely unbelievable. And look at his menu there, took his time pulling the trigger. Brilliant run here from Kunis. Look at him go.
QuickBooks gives me the superpower to automate my invoices, track expenses, and get paid fast, so I can get back to what I love. Get more done in less time with QuickBooks Online.
And then we urge our players to take their own responsibilities because, as you can see, everyone has stopped whatever they are doing, come here to support because Rockstar is our national team. So whether good or bad, we still love them. Thank you.
Hey, wait. Okay, let's go. I'm expecting Ghana to win 3-0. Yeah, that's my prediction.
It's my wish that Ghana wins. But honestly, it's not going to be an easy game. Judging from the fact that the Malians are coming from winning 3-0 against Comoros, who defeated Ghana in the group. And so it will serve as an impetus to Mali. But I think that if the Ghanaian players are able to lift their game like we know them to do with their respective clubs in Europe, I'm sure that the tax is very Herculean, but highly surmountable. Yes, we can do.
Asian predictions. Anyway, looking at the way our recent team has been, I think we are not that bad. We are doing well. For tonight, I'm predicting Ghana to win by 3-1. God bless Ghana.
I'm hoping by the end of the game, Ghana will beat Mali by 2-0, so that we can qualify for the 2026 World Cup.
All right, thank you. Okay, I'm expecting Ghana to win 7 and 7-0, like 7-0, 7-0. 7-0. Ghana 7, Mali 0. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting today. Yeah.
And the skill of Kunis on the right-hand side, absolutely unbelievable. And look at his menu there, took his time pulling the trigger. Brilliant run here from Kunis. Look at him go. Touch to the byline, that's cutback. I suppose the turn on Semenyo was a little bit too much. He should have received with the left foot and struck the ball with the right foot instead of trying to turn. Can you see him turning? I suppose he wanted to wrong foot the defender for Ghana there. But I think
this is Partey. Oh, the whistle came a little bit late from the referee. Mali, I don't think will be too happy with that. I don't think you can dispute that there was a foul, and that's why Kamori Doumbia is looking at the referee and saying, "Oh, please make the call a little bit earlier."
Yeah, you can't argue it was a foul. Even though it was the slightest of touches, he impeded. Partey. Referee's not taking any nonsense. You can see Partey, he's clipped him, even though he feels there wasn't too much in that particular tackle. It is a foul.
In Ghana, it is Ghana against Mali, Group I, with 17 points on a live table, if you put it that way. Madagascar in second with 16, Comoros in third with 15 points, and then Mali with 13. The other two competitors in the group, the Central African Republic and Chad, already having been eliminated from possible qualification for the greatest show on earth. However, as we saw against Ghana in the Chad match last week, Kwa in the 88th minute of that encounter in round number 7. And is that going to come back and bite Ghana? Because 2 points at any stage and 2 points against the side at the bottom of the table that haven't earned a point up to that stage in qualification is really quite a criminal situation. Ghana absolutely dominant on that evening, and having spoken to a Ghanaian journalist a little bit earlier on tonight, I was asking him, but you know, what is the situation? How come did it reach such a stage as far as that is concerned? And Anu Adams is the gentleman I'm talking about. The African journalist said to me, just not good enough in African Cup of Nations qualification. Well, they're looking good enough here in World Cup qualification, and therefore, you know, this turnaround is quite impressive from that point of view. The fans seem to be having a pretty good time here at the Accra Sports Stadium as the match referee from South Africa, Lukola Badi, gets us underway for the second 45. Ghana, playing in yellow, will attack the goal to the left-hand side of your screen, while Mali in the green and white will play from left to right during the course of this 45 minutes. And being a match in the qualifying stage of a major competition, we haven't reached the stage where we have extra time and penalties. Just straight 90 minutes. 3 points for a win, 1 each for a draw, and then have a look at the log table, which at the moment, as I said, has Ghana 1 point clear of Madagascar, 1 point clear of Comoros, etc., etc. But I'm sure you can pick that up on one of the many apps that you can get live scores from. And we also like to utilize those occasionally in the comment box. There's any 2 matches that are taking place at the moment. The other match is Eswatini from Swaziland, and Libya leading Eswatini by 2-0. That's in Group D, and if Libya win that, they'll go to 14 points and make it ever tighter in that group as well. But Cape Verde and Cameroon still have to play at the top.
That's coming here from Mali. Haven't seen much of that in the first period. Dayu then just fouled on half-white, wins a foul for his side. To Siba, go out over onto that right flank. Urenki, another who saw a lot of the ball in the first 20 minutes or so. Flattered to deceive, though. Some poor decisions in possession, rather ruining some good opportunities. But he's got an opportunity here. Now he can put a good ball in. And he's hit the crossbar and eventually turned behind for a corner. Well, surely that's not what Caleb Urenki was trying there. The nonchalant fullback. The initial thought is it was a cross went wrong, but my word, the keeper had to turn that one onto the crossbar. It turned into a brilliant save from Chigui Diarra. And now the corner comes into the back post and he's fumbled it. And there's the opener. Ghana have taken the lead. It's Alexander Jiku. Moments after. The goalkeeper Diarra turned a speculative shot onto the crossbar, the resulting corner. Let's see Ghana take the lead. The keeper coming off his line, flapping quite frankly, and turned it at the back post. Well, Alexander Jiku brought into the side, the Fenerbahce centre-back. And a change from a back four to a back three. And it appears to be paying dividends. Let's have another look here. Corner comes in, keeper comes for it, misjudges it completely, and just bundled in at the back post.
Guys, link is pinned in the comment. Click there to watch live. Click the pinned comment. That's
basically got to ask the question, why didn't he do better? He wasn't impeded in any way, Kev.
Didn't look like he was impeded. The closest man to him was Mohamed Salisu. The closest man to the ball was Alexander Jiku. This is his third international goal for the 32-year-old to 31-year-old who plays in Turkey with Fenerbahce. And even him bursting into the area. Picture with his back to us is the captain of Mali.
Well, I tell you, Koulibaly there, going all the way to Urendi, and he fouled him on that edge of the corner flag. Here you see Urenki shielding the ball. He's doing so well. Koulibaly had all the right, but I think a bit over robust at the end. And look at the play acting there from Urenki. He's gone down as if he's been pole axed. This has just brought another vibe to this game. The fans are on their feet, really exciting. This is what this goal needed, Kev. I mean, the first half we saw some good enterprise in football, but nothing to show for it. This goal has just brought life to this game, and I think that's going to really be a thriller minute from this moment on.
But let's not forget how it all started with that shot from near the halfway line by the right-sided fullback Caleb Urensky, which came back off the crossbar with the goalkeeper all at sea, and that's what led to the corner in the first place. Jordan Ayew took the corner himself at the back post, keeper not able to hold on, and it's not an opportunist goal for Jiku. So, yeah, the footballing gods all working nicely in favour of the Black Stars.
It's the Indomitable Hero Pack promo. The goal is to win a trip to Disneyland Paris. We all have 8 comic books, right? I have won a PS5 in the weekly draw by entering the goal through the USSD. I won a TV
with that poor goalkeeping, with a shot from distance, and then to follow up with a corner.
On the turn, there was a deflection, and nicely cleared away by Gideon Mensah for Ghana. If Asini Yoko had got a bit more purchase on that ball, there might have been trouble for Benjamin Asare. But you can be sure now that Mali are going to throw everything at Ghana. This man Kamara, creative force in the midfield with his captain Aliou Dieng. Haven't seen any changes by either Otto or Tom Saint-Fiet. And Tom Saint-Fiet will know the situation as it is at the moment. They lose to Ghana tonight. The campaign, even though there's 2 matches over, and they can be influential in seeing which way the group goes. But if Mali lose tonight, they are out of contention for a direct route to the World Cup finals. However, they could, if they win their last 2 matches, and get some benefit with Comoros and Madagascar not making it through, then they could be one of the 4 best second-place teams out of the 9 groups that we have so far. Madagascar at the moment are one of those best 4 groups. I'll give you who the teams are. I'll tell you what, it's almost like a mini African Cup of Nations, almost like a mini World Cup. Cameroon, Senegal, Madagascar, Gabon are the teams in that position. Bit of pressure here on goalkeeper Jigui Diarra. But Madagascar in Group I are one of those teams in the 4 potential best second place qualifying sides, and maybe Mali doesn't even make that situation. So let's have a look at the remaining games for Mali then. Mali to take on Chad in round 9, and even though it's away from home, who knows what could happen in that one. And in the final matches against Madagascar and home, and Madagascar are playing tremendous football at the moment. However, Madagascar's playing the last 2 matches, both away from home, against the Comores and against Mali. And both Comores and Mali are contenders in Group I. So, I tell you what, this group is just full of potential.
Well, I see Mali winning the last 2 games with all due respect to both of their opponents. And in saying that, they could end up with, what, 18 points, which is not enough if you look at the fact that...
Yeah, they can't win the group if they lose tonight.
Yeah, they can't win the group, but they, as you said,
But
they
they
could
could.
go for position number 2, one of the 4 best top spots. That's the best they can hope for. But it's still not a game that is decided. I do think they're going to throw caution to the wind, which could obviously favor Ghana with the space left behind and the attacking quality Ghana with Ayew, Kudus, Semenyo. That would be a risk, but a risk worth taking.
Well, I think what's lurking in the back of Ghana's mind at the moment is that 88th goal they conceded against bottom side Chad in the previous match, and if they had to do that tonight, I reckon Coach Otto Addo will be called into an office somewhere in the Ghanaian FA's.
I think he'll be fired. I think he'll be fired. I'll tell you why. I don't think a team like this would suffer that fate twice.
Kudus, somebody out on the left-hand side. The ball took a deflection, I think, of the captain, Dieng. And again, there's protest from Mali, who didn't think that their skipper had flicked the ball away. I certainly did think so.
Well, he did extremely well, and it's just quality defending from Dieng. He kept close to him, he marshalled him, and he ensured that he didn't have a clear shot on target. Great defending by Dieng.
Kudus has been mighty influential tonight. Semenyo to Ayew. Big players waiting in a penalty area, including Thomas Partey. Keeper comes out and punches. Partey with possession, goes on the acrobatic route. Still an opportunity for Ghana. And again, instead of concentrating on clearing the ball, there's a couple of defenders from Mali that are protesting to the far side assistant referee instead of concentrating on the play at hand. It's a curious way of defending.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And the thing is, the leadership from the keeper is not that convincing as well. He's coming out, he came out with that particular cross, wasn't convincing enough.
Ghana lead by a goal to nil. 12 minutes into the second half. In front of the adoring home supporters. Just to remind you that Ghana have never lost to Mali in a World Cup qualification encounter. And just to tell you as well that out of the 9 groups, 2 teams, only 2 out of the 9 with 2 matches remaining as we watch this. Little parry forward, good work done by Jonas Ejete defensively in front of Lassana Coulibaly. But only 2 teams so far with 2 matches remaining in all of the groups. That'll come to an end tomorrow, and maybe we'll have some more qualified. 2 teams are qualified for the FIFA World Cup finals. In Group E, Morocco. In Group H, Tunisia. As Mali look to make their first change. Isn't going to happen before their first corner. Incredibly, 58 minutes into the match, and Mali have their first corner. They're going to make a double change here by the look of things. It's going to be Doucouré who's going to make way in one of the changes. And Lassana Coulibaly as well. And on in their place then will come the number 10, Gwasu Diarra, and Nene Dogeles. And Dogeles, don't forget, scored against the Comores in their previous match, just in round 7. So understandably why the number 7 would be on, and immediately Dogeles has a touch. Kelly Burensky. Partey. Look at the numbers forward here for the Black Stars. I'm not sure that ball was played into the right area. It's just bisected Gideon Mensah and Jordan Ayew. Dogeles Nene.
Look at that defensive structure that Ghana has put up. Proactive defending, marking in advance, not allowing Mali to settle. And I suppose the fear in their minds is not to concede late in this game. There's still 30 odd minutes to go. Lots of work for Ghana. I suppose a cushion goal will be extremely welcoming for this Ghanaian team. That's their ticket to the World Cup.
Nene playing just wide here on the right-hand side. Played at Red Bull Salzburg and he's moved over to Fenerbahce since then. Oh, that's a rather dismal-looking pass from Salim Diakite, the right-sided fullback.
Now, one goal is like go out. We don't like any time, because at the time, it's coming. I can already this today. And so it's now going to have to keep going because the moment I make like I think I've ever last time in the down. I said them, now leaving it today, we'll let you go to FMI.
I think it was Semenya who shot down on halfway. I think Kudus has gone down there as well. That's going to be ignored by the Mali players, and rightly so. No head injury, game carries on. Doumbia still waiting for the substitute. Ball simply hasn't gone out quite. Well, the game wasn't stopped for the injury, but there's no reason for the referee does not have to stop the game for every injury, especially considering how often the players fake those injuries as well. Here comes the change then, so Nassim Sinayoko, who struggled to make an impact here, replaced by the Bulgarian-based Mustafa Sangare. Like for like. Substitution there, the 26-year-old. Lying is straight with Levski Sofia. Comes on. Semenyo was so far offside, he didn't even bother trying to get on the end of that one. He knew the moment he made any sort of movement towards the ball, the flag would go up. Flicked into the area. On the volley was Nena. He didn't quite catch hold of it. Smash clear. Everyone behind the ball for Ghana at the moment. Not quite in their defensive shape either. 20 minutes to go here. Mali pressing for an equaliser. Kamara. So we're going to have a first substitution incoming then from Otto Ado. Looks like it's to be Antoine Semenyo who's been leading the lineup there for Ghana for 70 minutes. Not particularly hot, but very humid conditions. Extra blast the whistle from the referee. With the corner, decent delivery, headed away at the near post. And then faced with two defenders, does well with the cutback. Ghana sitting very deep now. It's when they do win the ball, there's no one to pass to, because everyone is behind the ball. Headed away again. Nudged away from Kudus as he tried to pick up the loose ball. Picked up on halfway by Dante. Dieng spreads the ball out wide. Footwork from Diarra. The referee waves play on and brings it back for the foul. Over on that far side. So here comes the change in. First change made by our host, Antoine Semenyo. Lots of perspiration out there. Not his most inspired performance though from the 25-year-old. It will now be replaced by Kamaldeen Sulemana. Plays in Serie A with Atalanta. Youth being given its chance at just 23 years of age. Mali with 18 minutes to try and save their World Cup qualification process. Too many drop points early in the campaign. So, Mali now playing with a bit more pace. Charging down the left-hand side, good defending coming across there from Majetti, still the only player on a yellow card in this game, by the way. Jonas Majetti, the Basel-based defender.
Doncs sisplau, el Real Madrid, Kaká, amb el número 8. La sanció
the factors of Ghana, even though the issues of Mali, as I said for the equalizer. So, it's okay for the Black Stars of Ghana. Mali for the Cameroon, and then see Ghana for they don't have my chance to and Amatu, not today, everybody dropped the one and there. Let's reach the last foul. Black Stars. Coming down with their fans with the temple. This is our first time in Seattle. I'm watching, and we get the man zero. A zero and
It's the Telestar Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telestar Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telestar Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telestar Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Telecel, connecting energies.
ball, don't come off with it. It's he who
sneaks up on you when you travel. With everything that's new to you, now that might make you a bit hesitant. At Visa, we accept that. We accept feeling out of place. We accept cold feet. We accept being unsure. So come as you are. Travel, because every step will make you braver, friendlier, more curious. And if you were ever looking for a sign, well, there are so many, like winning a thrilling staycation to Safari Valley when you spend a minimum of 3,000 Ghana cedis in at least 3 international transactions online and or via POS. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
The best place to get Call of Duty points.
Carry first.
In 10 seconds, give me 3 powerful mythic weapons.
BP-50 Iron Eruption, Kilo 101 Demon Song, and AK-117.
Best Call of Duty mobile weapon ever.
AK-117.
What is the best mobile game in the world?
Call of Duty.